Hey boys, what is up? Yeah, it has been quite a while since I last recorded here actually. I think the last time was during I can't tell. I think it was during like the first movie. I kind of forgot when it was. Actually, no, it was during the chapter 1 movie, like the rework. Wait, okay, but like, yeah. Anyway, we have the chapter 2 art. You guys know what you're here for. Let's get this crap over with. It's like 8:49 on a school night right now. I should not be recording this. So yeah, here we have chapter 2, another timeline. I got Mark, who's corrupted and evil. We got Glenn. Now he's one of those people that for some reason still wears a face mask. Just because he's like one of those people that's like insecure about his looks. Because he's kind of like Jezreel. So yeah, we got Vaughn wearing some goofy cap and Pauline looking like a native Filipino. Yeah, Pauline gets corrupted, Mark gets uncorrupted, and then Vaughn gets some of the corruption on him, and then Jed spawns in. And then these three come from like the outside area when Adam and Sarah were trying to find Mark, I think it was. And then we got Thomas and then Pauline who joins in. And we got all the survivors. And Vaughn who gets corrupted. Then we have Interstellar Invasion. By the way, the songs are called Mark. It's kind of like a reference to Mark. Also, for some reason, I forgot to color the icon in. And Invasion is Outburst, and then Interstellar Invasion is Airborne, which I should probably rename this. And if it isn't obvious enough, which I don't think it's that obvious, in fact, I haven't gave any hints as to it until now, but yes, this will be getting a rework. There will be a V3 of this. It's just purely the art. I feel like the movies are now perfectly fine, except maybe I kind of want to add Death Live's the D-side version, but the VIP mix is okay enough because like Vince gets corrupted and he gets out. So, and here we got some random dude. We got Xenon, Ravix, this guy, and Versa. I forgot this guy's name, which is crazy. Xenon getting corrupted. I was gonna talk about the fact that bro came back for like a couple of minutes only to die. That's crazy. Here's him along with this guy and Ravix, and then Versa, and then Zyra, and then her shooting at the Holy Zoe, which I will change this. I will change this, yeah. Now I am aware, I think I already said this in the movie, but there's apparently another version of morality where it's like, it's kind of like the same characters, except there's some new dude that shows up. I'm gonna include it in the art, but apparently so basically the role swap is that the new guy that shows up, I think his name is, Reverend or something, yeah, that's supposed to be Francille, so. And here's Cotd and Jonathan. I really need to change up, like, their designs. And we got, Hunter. Actually, hold up. The songs are called Shattered, and Doppelganger, and then Hunter, which is the trippy Thriller Gen Encore Trippy Dillo mix. That's a mouthful. Adam looks goofy. Sarah has way too much corruption on her. Thomas looks goofy. This version of Thomas looks goofy. And we got Siphoning, also known as Treachery. We got Vaughn's phases in his figured form. And we have Phantom Vaughn, Vince-1 holding a dagger for some reason, and Firefighter Rain. Speaking of which, Firefighter Rain gets cooked, and then she becomes corrupted, and Phantom Vaughn becomes ultra emo. And then Calamity Meat Mix, which out of all of the songs that I picked to be in chapter 2, I feel like story-wise, either Treachery or Your Last Stand's my favorite, but out of all the songs that I just like listening to, Calamity Meat Mix is such a fire song. Also, Secret Confession, but I remember, this happened more than once. I was imagining for some reason my class as like in the roles. So instead of like Peter and Endtimes Stewie, it's like some 2 other random students. There's a whole lore to it and everything. I've got replacements for every single song in Darkness Takeover, and even some from foreign mods. For non-Darkness Takeover mods, obviously. If you guys want to hear about that, well, guess what? You won't. And then we have Elemental Phoenix, and Holy Zoid is supposed to be there. But honestly, I could barely tell, and I was actually about to not include him in this part until I saw the little text on top, and I was like, oh wait, he's supposed to be here. We got Mark, and then here's him. And then for some reason, there's this weird plot hole in the next song, The Inevitable, or Faded Rematch from Bikini Bottom Final Showdown. We got Firefighter Rain. I accidentally call her Phantom Rain several times during the movie. I actually want you guys to count how much times I said it. Adam looking zesty. Vaughn actually looking like the best. And then we have Mark, who for some reason doesn't have his cool corrupted powers anymore. We got Vaughn, and then Glenn, who lost an arm. Phantom Vaughn joins in, and then these four join in, but then Bro decided to switch sides. And then Enclosed Fight, what a very creative name. We got Super Phantom Vaughn. Mark changing his outfit and putting his corruption powers back. Glenn, who gets freaking one-halved by Phantom Vaughn. That's right, that's a new term we're using. Steven, Sarah, Margaret, Pauline, and Adam, who both get aced by SIA Joey and SIA Jonathan. Also, if this is not obvious enough, don't watch this video if you haven't seen the movie yet, because the things that I'm showing are literally how the movie plays out. Like, this is kind of like fan art, except I'm the one that's making it. And then Vaughn, who has a pipe for some reason. Which, by the way, he does use his weird crystal powers, which he gets from the last movie that I made. Anyway, yeah, we got Sen from Chapter 1. Zoe, Brielle, Shane Dawson, and Bruce, who, yes, this is the alternative timeline Bruce. This is not SNS Bruce, this is SIA Bruce, along with the rest of these guys. So no, Zhang did not magically switch sides. This version of Zhang is the same version as these two. Not this guy though. So yeah, we got Jonathan, Joey, Muhammad. I forgot these two people's names. And then Zhang. And then we have the final song, One Final Resistance. Basically, we have Xenon, is like faker mode. And then we have this version. And then we have these five who are like the only survivors in this group. Yeah, they had 8. Now they're down to 5. So, Ribozo. Okay, never mind. I'll just address it at the end of the video. We have the part where, like, Brian is mad at Stewie, except, this guy is supposed to be Stewie, even though he's, like, facing this way. And then this guy is supposed to be Brian, which, let me increase the quality. And then he's like, man, stop this fighting, dog. We literally have a whole ass alien army about to fight us. And it's like, man, shut your bitch ass up, boy. You left me to die, and now I'm not gonna forgive you. Also, the act name Siphoned Trust is a reference to the song where the whole argument even started, which is called Siphoning. Get it, Siphoning, and then Siphoned Trust. Like, you know, current tense and the past tense or something. And then we have Pauline and Glenn as Chris and Herbert. Which, if I made it so that Glenn would, like, constantly try and steal Pauline from Vince, this would be absolutely perfect. Considering this guy's literally... I mean, I actually based Glenn off of the Stranded Mystery of the Island movie. And if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out, first of all. And second of all, if you guys have already checked it out, Glenn is an absolute weirdo in that movie, trying to hit on Elise, who's like 17 years old at the time. So, I guess this kind of makes sense, him being like Herbert. Pauline, obviously, as evil Stewie, and then Bruce as Retep, and he loses his cool spikes for some reason. I'll add those back in the new version. And we have these three fighting. And also, if you guys have paid attention, Mark only has this, but now he's got this. He's got like a little tear on his eye, which is crazy. He's losing his power. Here we got Adam, and I really love this design. I should have made it so like the two Adams show up, and then when these guys show up, he transforms. Which, holy crap, this looks buns. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redesign the Elemental Phoenix again. Yeah, we have Mark slowly losing even more of his power. Phantom Vaughn looks like he's flipping off Mark. And we have the rest of these guys. Yeah. And then obviously you have the final act where Thomas's true alien form, Glenn, Bruce, and Pauline show up. Mark slowly loses even more power, and this is cursed. I gotta say, this is horrible. Also, some bonus. Okay, yeah. So now I'm moving on to this little sketch pad as a cool little bonus. Now I'll only be showing new drawings that I've created and not old ones. That's not waste time. So basically we have Aftermath swapped, where we have like swapped Synthol. This is my take on it, where it's like the guy is like doing a fusion dance, and evil like Stewie Spider-Man. I redrew Jonathan as like a joke. I was drawing this when I was mad tired. Let me skip a bit more. Oh yeah, I colored this in, and I don't know why I made the surface blue. I also drew Endtimes, Stewie, Bertram, and Penelope. And then I drew the hijacking part where like Stewie's connection with Seth is hijacked by Brian, which I gave him some creepy long smile. He's like, "Oh crap, dog, there's someone behind you." Wait, a dog? And then we have Brian corrupting Seth and Adam just watching. Now I drew these two in opposite order for some reason. So like the scene where Seth does this is is after this, which I really like this one. It's like Seth doing some chaotic pose, his fist. I copied it pretty well. We have Bertram. He's like, "Man, shut your bitch ass up, boy." Stewie's concerned. Penelope is confused. And then we have House breaking in, and it's actually why Penelope is confused. Because, like, who the heck is this guy? And then I redrew... Hold up. Where was it? This into this, and honestly, this looks way better. Like, I did not cook the previous art style, but this one looks fire, bro. Got Red Tag with crystals, Evil Stewie with crystals, and even when they're, like, separated from Cleveland, they still got crystals. I love this one. I'm gonna try and get to these as fast as possible because I have some things to address. I have Calamity Meek McStewie, red version, Peter 2, Joe, Quag with the Don Swan glasses, Cleveland with a red ponytail, Death, nearly corrupted Joe, Sigma Joe, and then I redrew the Aftermath thingy with Quagmire, Joe, and Cleveland, Peter, Stewie, who looks like an actual football, and Synthol. And then I drew some weird thing where it's like the house taking control of these guys. And I also put like the corruption part where their limbs got ripped off. It's like Joe got his face and his legs ripped out, in my take at least. Cleveland got half his head and his arms ripped out. Peter got his eyes and his arms ripped out. And Quiet got an arm and his heart ripped out. I also redrew Treachery, but I shouldn't be showing this. Here's Quagmire, and here's the wake up version. I redrew Adam West, and he looks cool along with Bertram and Penelope. I drew Chaos Reigns, and I actually even sent this to the Darkness Takeover D-side fan art section. So you got Quagmire, Joe, Petter, or Retep, my bad, Clev. Here's Clev but Survivor, a solo Retep, and solo Clev. Here we got Twinkle, we got Stewie, but he's like hiding the fact that he's corrupted. Here's Quigmire, here's Angry Quigmire. Crap! Here's Spitter Stew, here's Corrupted Quigmire, and it's also his heart. Here's Nearly Corrupted Quigmire and Hybrid Stewie. And Hal's trying to take back Stewie, but Quagmire is too Sigma, I guess. I don't know why I keep on using the word Sigma. We got Chinese looking at Evil Stewie with a revolver, and Retep with just a pistol. We have Synthol, honestly gotta be one of my favorite drawings in Endtimes Stewie. Now we also have a couple sketches from Leo, so let's check them out. We got Callie, who's emo. In this sketch, which got absolutely ruined by the fact that I tried to draw this guy. I don't know what this is for. I just redrew over it with black colored pencil because I got bored. Here we got Vince, whose head to body ratio is insane, and also nice hat. Like, oh, where can I get that, dog? And also, it's going. Yeah. And if that wasn't enough, we got Freaky Jonathan. And then for the last few sketches, I drew Aftermath Cleveland again with Rallo. He was supposed to have eyes, but I accidentally drew over it, so I just completely like erased the whole face. And you have Joe, who looks cool. Lastly, Quigmire. We got Dwarf Quigmire, more like. Okay, so I don't remember exactly what the comments were about. Oh, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna address more of this in the community post that I'm gonna make probably by tomorrow. But basically, someone was asking about the planned Darkness Takeover plus Crusade of the Darkness crossover I was gonna make. I'm only gonna answer one of the questions, which is when it's gonna release, considering a majority of the questions he asked were basically going to spoil the whole thing. Although I will actually wait, I will answer two questions. First of all, it's probably gonna come out next weekend or this weekend. It's currently Tuesday, February 25 as of me recording this, so expect it to come out by early March probably, or I guess it's like late February. And second of all, he asked if characters like Endtimes Stewie, Penelope, Bertram, and in my take, Retep and Evil Stewie are survivors. And also to make things more interesting, I'm going to add them there. And the answer is yes. Yes, they will. Their roles, along with the roles of the Darkness Takeover characters, I won't specify because it's a brand new idea that I just got that I haven't worked on for quite a while. So I'm gonna have to plan the whole thing out soon. And there's also some random a commenter, sorry, not random. He was asking basically if I could make a side movie where I would be basically talking to the old version of the creator. I'm gonna address more as to why, but sadly, maybe not, because actually maybe yeah, but I'd have to redesign Vince-1 to give the regular Vince his old look, and I'd also have to redesign some of the old characters. And also, how the hell am I supposed to introduce the old version of me? But yeah, most of it will be addressed in the community post I'll make. I'm really hyping this community post up. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and goodbye.